And her cheeks they were a rosy hue. Oh, thank you kindly, sir, she answered. Then she tossed her light hair. Said she, if you will hold no donkey, I will ride with you to the Dingle Fair. But when we reached the town of Dingle, I took her hand to say goodbye. When a foxy lad stepped up beside me, and he hit me right in my left eye. Oh, keep your hands up my head, for I to be wed. We'll see the priestess every morning, and tonight we'll lie in the married bed. Now I was feeling rather peevish, my poor old eye was sad and sore. I tapped him gently with my hobnails, and he flew in through Murphy's door. Oh, keep your hands off my head, Mary, for I to be wed. We'll see the priestess every morning, and tonight we'll lie in the married bed. Now I galloped off to find his father, the tallest man you ever did meet. He tapped me gently with his knuckles, and now I'm minus two from teeth. Oh, keep your hands off the head, for I will wed. We'll see the priestess every morning, and tonight we'll lie in the married bed.
'Tis well I do remember too, when in my youth and bloom I wandered on the mountainside by Capamore and Doon, by Carrickbeg and Castletown, the place you all well know, and Gortabas, muddy banks, Paramount, River,
Cathedral and city, it's Catholic by Catholic so true, and in the ashes of his bosom, the ashes of Brian Murrow, it's my own Irish home, far across the road, and go my heart and let it in foreign lands to roam, no matter where I wander, through seas near or far, my heart is at home in old Ireland, in the county of Armagh.
He graduated Friday with me from NTU. We did social care. So he's a social care student or practitioner as much as me now. So dogs for the disabled do mobility dogs like Justin, task assistant dogs. So for people in wheelchairs, they can pick up things like keys or shoes, or and then so mobility dogs. They work with all different disabilities like movement disorders. You can get mobility dogs for Parkinson's, or cerebral palsy, or like me, ataxia, or I don't know, the different movement disorders anyway. They also do facility dogs, so therapy dogs for schools or nursing homes, yeah. So I have him 7 years. He's 9 now. He's getting old. You can see his grey hair. I work in Tralee inside near Maple, Ireland, and he comes in with me every day to work. They love him in there. They all love him, having that dog around the place. And since I've gotten Justin, I can travel alone up to Dublin now, which I couldn't have done before. I don't have to link arms with mum or dad anymore. I can walk safely and independently. And Justin, Justin has made our life possible. Unfortunately not. He doesn't sing. I can't sing either.
My mind wandered back in a moment of joy to the day of the thrasher when I was a boy. All over the valley you hear the strange sound of that mighty machine on its annual round. All the men in the townland will follow as well, and they all lend a hand with the old thrashing mill. Then boil up the bacon and the cabbage that's green, have plenty of buds laced with butter between. For in empty bellies will soon need a fill, for it makes a man hungry, the old thrashing mill. There were 2 on the thrasher and 2 on the stack, and the man with the fork kept the straw flying back. There were bottles of porter and plenty of bags, and old Larry Andy looked after the bags. Then a few of the boys moved the straw in a ring, while the young ones had fun playing hide and go see. Myself and my brother, with the dog and the cat, had the time of our lives chasing after the rats. Then boil up the bacon and the cabbage that's green, have plenty of buds laced with butter between. For in empty bellies will soon need a fill, for it makes a man hungry, the old thrashing mill. But the times keep on changing and nothing stands still. Larry Andy's gone like his old thrashing mill, and most of the workers I knew as a child have reaped the great harvest for which they have toiled. No more in the valley you'll hear that machine, for just like the cornrake they're gone from the scene. But it makes me feel sad as I dream of it still, for I love the dear sound of the old thrashing mill. Then boil up the bacon and the cabbage that's green, have plenty of buds laced with butter between. For 8 empty bellies will soon need a fill, for it makes a man hungry, the old thrashing mill.
With their movement. So, like James was saying, the Irish Guide Dogs do amazing work, but they have a huge budget. So this charity, as I say, we came across them by accident. They're trying to build, they're operating from a very small little cottage at the moment in the middle of Cork City, and they're trying to open a better facility that they can basically have more dogs for people like Rachel, particularly children, we say with cerebral palsy. They get walking earlier, they're much less chance of being in a wheelchair. So they just do amazing services, and we're delighted obviously to be associated with them. So I just want to say a huge thanks to the Development Association for just putting us down as being their charity of choice this year, because everything helps really, as you know, and there's so many charities out there, it's kind of hard for everyone to have money for everything. So we really appreciate it. So thanks so much.
No more he'll drive his motor car in country or in town. They dug a grave in Mother Church, and they laid poor Willie down. He trod the earth for 80 years, till called to heaven's bar. No more we hear the hooter of Willie's motor car. This car, it was a model ingeniously designed, its mechanism perfect and controlled by Willie's mind. In every modern aspect, it was a car complete, and its travelling speed was governed by the power of Willie's feet. If perchance the gears would stick, then Willie's sheer delight was a gentle push from rearward to get the gear stick right. But when delivering telegrams, he was not slow to state that for motor car manoeuvring, he'd need a wider gate. The car was ever free from rust, the paint was always new, and the steering kept responding to Willie's point of view. His park and rice were legalized, immune to all offence, and his lamplight was a beacon from the soul of innocence. A mechanical chameleon that changed to suit the sea. It was a hearse, a hackney car, or a private limousine.
And the first across the threshold of that Isle of Hope and Tears was Annie Moore from Ireland, who was only 15 years. Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears, Isle of Freedom, Isle of Fears, but it's not the Isle you left behind. That Isle of hunger, Isle of pain, Isle you'll never see again, but the Isle of home is always on your mind. In a little bag she carried all her past and history, and her dreams for the future in the land of liberty. And courage is the passport when your whole world disappears, and there's no future in the past when you're 15 years. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle
little daughter Nell, said the girl with Irish glee, as she played on Papa's knee. You promised me a story you would tell. Come tell me of the past, of my mother dear, she asked. Come tell me how she used to look, she cried. Answering now the old man said, as he slowly bent his head. Tears were in his eyes, he then replied. She was sweeter than the blossoms on the clover. She was fairer than the evening sunset glow. And I never will forget how much I loved her when your mother
A smile greets you at the door, a friendly word, weary travelers there was welcome for. At that time neighbors would ramble in, my stay could 12 or 1, in my father's house when I was young. The years have passed and times are changing, the rambling house is almost gone, but still I hear the laughter of children, just like long ago when I was young. In my father's house we
think him much. Then he said, you come next week, you get more pay. Me write letter to Pakistan, tell all my friends, come quick as can. Now all is nicely settled down. Nice big house in Dublin town, 20 families living up, twice as many living down, many more in garden, in a tent. Social welfare pay the rent. 6 months later, big bank rolls, go down labour, all draw door. Wife wants glasses, teeth and pills, all is free. Me get no bills. Me thank Ireland, damn fine place, much too nice for white man's race. God bless white men, big and small. He pay tax to keep us all.